It's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Like 20.
Goff on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big run there by Freeman, 55 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
Dumps it off to Gurley. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
To throw is gone. They got him in. It's Woods. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, 50 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Ryan to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Stop him for a loss of 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 62 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
21.
Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
12. Hey, 11. 21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, Tuesday.
throwing now. Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get up!
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very solid gain on that play.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 41 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. A dump off for Davis. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing now, Goff. Underneath to Davis. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rolling to his left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 20. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football. And they just not have a slip up here. Now. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down. I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote. By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can. Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there? I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a two-score game. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, nice little miracle play done. They were within striking.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, gang? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down out of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful.
Go to 54, go to 54, Ryan. Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call. Zone.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Come back, come back. Target.
Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Watson steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Watson now on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go. 180.
A second down throw for Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw is Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there. Brandon, it's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, here's Watson. Force out to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Throwing on third down, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot
play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Austin. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game.
Right, what's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete here. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Back 22! Back 22! Richmond!
On third down, Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle. Cooper with it. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott now from the 50. A dump off to Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Reset. Target.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. Entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Come back.
The final shot before the break. Watson dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down. Carries him for a loss of 10.
Reset. Richmond. Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Behind tough pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it, and the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing, Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's letting this one go for... And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you're
a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. to the air. Watson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, it's Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watson on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Richmond.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Well, Prescott here to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 48. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus, yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them, let them out 20 red till a million need matter. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with the all go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. I'm used to getting things from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Turner. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. On first down, Turner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down now, Turner. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team. Because now
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now we talk about players. Blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Over! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost... and he listened to it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains.
Here we go, 46. 26.
First down, Prescott. Now he's going the other way. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that finally ends up corralling him, and my goodness, that is a disastrous loss. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hustle. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, lying. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in complete. It's 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 32.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Prescott off play action. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down completely. Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's a first down run with Collins. Down right around the 25. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jackson dancing to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Jackson.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll let O'Reilly have a crack at it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. His throw incomplete. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green!
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go, 47. Here we go,
Throwing here, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Like that, over there. Like that.
Prescott to throw. Out to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 1-yard touchdown reception.